Okay, the triangle proportionality theorem states if a line parallel to one side of a triangle intersects the other two sides and it divides the two sides proportionally. So what we have here is we have a proportion that is set up based on this triangle. We know that this segment MN is parallel to this side AC, so therefore it divides those other two sides that it intersects up into proportional parts. So if we take a look at the four proportions, we have AM, MB. We also have BN down here. And finally, we have CN here. With all four of those parts that are created, we know that it sets up proportionally. So BM over MA is the same as BN over NC. And we can see that it kind of matches up with, we focused on this side first together over this side next. Okay, and you can flip-flop the order on those, doesn't really matter. So let's take this and let's try to solve some problems here. Okay. With the triangle proportionality theorem, we're supposed to find the length of KL. So I'm just going to go in here, and so if we set this up, I know that these two are parallel to each other. So I can see the four segments that I have. I've got this segment here, KL, which is what I'm looking for. I've got ML, and I've got NM. So when I set this thing up, I'm going to choose to start on the top side. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to focus on the top side because I'm looking for KL, which is a part of the top side. So I'm going to choose to put 18 over KL. Hope that's okay with everybody. So now that ratio really doesn't matter. The bottom one is the important one because I have to make sure that the pattern I established with the first one matches up with the second one. So because I put 18, 18 corresponds with 24 on the bottom side. So since I put 18 up top, I got to put 24 up top here. And then on the bottom side, KL matches up with 44. Well, now we cross multiply. I know that 24 times KL is just 24 times KL. And then I need to take 18 times 44. 18 times 4 is 792. And then to solve, I divide both sides by 24. And I get KL equals 33. How about another one? Okay, so they tell me this whole left side over here is divided up into two segments, 3 and 9. The top side, the entire thing is 20, but I want this question mark here. I'm going to call the question mark X. So I'm going to label this X right here. So let's take X and let's just throw it in a ratio. So I'm going to put X over 3. I'm going to choose to focus on that top side. Now, the reason I wanted to show this one to you is because, again, it throws you a little curveball here. I don't know what this is either right here. So that means if I don't have that, I don't even want to choose to focus on that. I want to focus on the entire top side. So I'm going to throw 20 here. Now, it doesn't mean I can put 9. Do not put 9 because 9 is not the entire left side. The entire left side is 3 plus 9, which is 12. So I put segment over segment equals entire side over entire side. The same proportion still holds true. And now we just cross multiply. X times 12 is 12x. 3 times 20 is 60. I divide by 12, and I get x equals 5, which would mean if this was 5, that means this would be 15 because I know 15 plus 5 gets me 20. All right, let's try another one here. Now, in this case, they want the entire side. Well, I don't need to mess with the entire side. And there's a couple different proportions I'm sure you guys know you could set up. But I'm not going to mess with the entire side. I just want to find this. And then once I'm done, I need to remember that they want the answer for the entire side. So my proportion, I usually start with X. X corresponds with 1. That's segment up top over segment up top equals. I'm going to go back to the left side, and I'm going to put 6 over 3. We cross multiply here. 3 times X is 3X. And 1 times 6 is 6. If I divide by 3, I get x equals 2. Well, that's great, but that's not my answer. I know that this is now 2. They want the entire thing, and the entire thing is created by taking 6 plus 2. So my official answer for this side is 8.